Welcome to the Calyrex Game Corner's Pokemon D&D campaign, featuring Cindy, a young vagabond from the Hoenn region with pyromaniac tendencies, Gimli, a stocky, burly miner from Sinnoh looking for his lost son, Elodie, an enthusiastic foodie and baker from Kalos, and Schmidt, an enigmatic man from Johto with a duck. My name is Rich, and I'm the Game Master, and this is Dunsparce and Drampa. Well, at the end of the last session, we concluded with Cindy telling a little bedtime story to her Pokemon and guarding the dozen gross cupcakes inside the Pokemon Center hostel. Elodie and Gimli approach Schmidt in the casino.
Did we actually leave? Oh, yeah.
That's okay. We left off
we left off at the approach. Okay.
Yep, they've approached, and that's just where we'll pick up. Ball's in your court.
I continue to gamble.
Okay.
Another gambling episode from Schmidt.
The entire rest of the campaign is just Schmidt gambling.
It's like 10 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cindy is currently sleeping in a puddle.
It's not quite time to roll on this
of all
egg.
of the Pokemon. Everybody's Pokemon are just big pile. Everybody's gonna come back and be like, "What happened here?" Like when you have a little kid in bed with like all the stuffed animals they own. That is Cindy, except they're all Pokemon.
Okay, so we're pretty much outside with this giant order of cupcakes, right?
No.
I think the cupcakes are.
The cupcakes are with Cindy.
Okay.
And
Right, we left them with
you
Cindy.
are inside, just watching Schmidt gamble. He's just kind of
Right,
Oh, we haven't
that's
even
where we
talked to him yet?
Yeah.
Okay. We should probably talk to him.
We should probably let's
Hey,
conversate with her.
Schmidt, what's going on?
What was Schmidt doing? Voltorb flip?
Yeah.
Yes, well,
Yeah, he just has like his eyes are like bloodshot. And he's just like, he looks like he wants to stop, but like something is compelling him to keep going.
He hasn't
Oh,
eaten
no.
in like at least 14 hours.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
you didn't buy a chili dog, right?
No, he
Just
bought a
gave
chili
him-
dog, but he gave it to the rats. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
He is in a state.
he's just running on alcohol, right? Like vodka tonics or something.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. It was a Crown Royal.
We gotta snap him out of it.
Yeah, we gotta get him out of here. I think. Schmidt, have you eaten today?
Schmidt ignores you.
Oh no.
Just continues to keep gambling.
Oh no.
How you gonna convince him? Use your charms.
Use my charms. At this point, I'm looking at Pokemon moves. Hold on.
Oh,
Didn't you leave all of your
Yeah,
Pokemon
who did you
for
bring?
bedtime?
yeah,
I
you
think
left all your
I-
Pokemon at bedtime.
I only left grape juice. I think I brought the other two with me.
Yeah, I brought Boldor, so
Schmidt has a -1 in strength. Just
You're-
throwing
you're
that
just-
out
if you can't charm him, I'll pry him off. Like I'll do it.
Schmidt is like nails like in the table, like not
Yeah.
wanting to go, and Gimli's having to like drag him out.
We're gonna go.
I rolled a 4, so and that's a -1, so a 3.
Yeah, I rolled not great, but better
I
than
think that's-
that.
Lower than your modifier.
Yeah, it is. My +5 strength modifier.
You
Yeah,
could
we're
have
good.
rolled a 1 and
I still did it. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Clearly Schmidt is struggling with an addiction, and Gimli doesn't even have to, just very gingerly just kind of pulls him away, and Schmidt hold back, but he's tired and just only has alcohol in his blood and is just full of flashing lights and flipping cards and exploding Voltorbs.
Schmidt, have you eaten today? You look terrible.
no, I have to go back.
No, you don't. You have to
You
eat.
don't understand. I can win big.
Your runouts pretty good there, buddy. You can go.
I only got to level 5. There's another level.
Oh, you didn't hear? That is actually the last level.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No, I know there's a level 6. It's there.
Nope. Mm-mm.
No,
Well,
that's
you didn't
it's a
see it.
lie. Yeah,
I
no.
gotta go back, guys.
Nope. We gotta go. You've been here for hours.
Okay. If you really want to try and break through, you can make strength checks, but they'll be consecutively more and more disadvantageous.
Nah.
Okay. And where's the gang gonna go now?
I guess we'll
We
drag
gotta
him
get
back
him.
to the Pokemon Center, right?
We should probably get him something to eat.
We could, yeah.
Would they have
Uh,
like stuff to eat at the Pokemon Center?
Yeah, they have like a cafeteria.
That probably works.
Yeah, cafeteria food it is.
Yeah.
I think once Schmidt like gets out of like eyesight of the casino, like he just kind of goes catatonic. Like it finally like gets to him.
Okay. Like,
Just carrying his body.
I'm just carrying his lifeless body.
yeah, make an intelligence save.
11.
Yeah, you're like out of it. You're kind of realizing what just happened, and your body is hating you right now. It's a pretty quiet evening. Again, it's like 11 p.m. You make it to the Pokemon Center. There's like a snack bar, and the cafeteria isn't serving any food, but they have like little boxed up sandwiches, and there's like a vending machine.
Want a sandwich there? Oh, he's unconscious. We should get him something.
Yeah,
He's
feed the
force
unconscious
feeding.
man.
No.
So
Just-
catatonic doesn't mean unconscious. It just means he's like zoned out.
Yeah.
Right, but he's not going to respond to me.
I think
Give
it's
him,
starting to like. It's like starting to wash
some
over him. He's like, I
Pedialyte or
can't-
something.
You could
And a
probably eat a
protein
sandwich.
shake.
We'll get him a
Yeah, protein
sandwich.
shake. Yeah, something like that.
he like nibbles on the sandwich lightly a little bit,
Right.
and he's like, I can't believe I let this happen to me again. I thought I
Again?
had control over it.
You knew that you had a gambling addiction and you still went to the casino?
Yeah, we didn't know he had a gambling addiction, but
I thought it'd be fine. I thought I had control over it.
The signs like were a little clear. Like, oh no, our party member's missing. I'm gonna go gamble. Like you guys like didn't pick up on them.
we've only known him for a few days. Like, it could just be like, hey, he wants to party it up. Like, I don't know. It's not like we've really like we've sown some bonds, but like, how long's it been? A week? Barely.
We've buried 2 dead bodies.
Right. There's a lot that's happened that it's like, you know what? I don't want to look for anybody. I just want to gamble. And it's like, all right.
That's valid. But you should probably
It's a
have
gambling addiction.
brought, not if you have a gambling addiction, you probably should have brought someone with you to like,
I
Make
brought
sure.
Quacko.
yeah,
I feel like
And that
Quack
went
just
good.
enabled.
yeah, Quacko is an enabler.
Quacko is an enabler.
Unless there's
Oh,
any other
no.
like activities you want to do or conversations you want to have, you're welcome to just go to bed.
I'm definitely wanting to go to bed, I think, at this point.
I'm gonna go to
Schmidt
bed.
passes out very easily.
Okay, Schmidt. I'd
He
like
probably
to...
doesn't even make it to a bed. It's probably like in whatever chair, like couch he's on. He
Well,
just kind of.
I was gonna say like Schmidt definitely has a complex with like the hostels where like there's 2 of you and he probably wants the top bunk, but I'm not even sure if he can get up there. You can make a disadvantage
think he
strength
can.
check if you want, but
Disadvantage strike. I'm already -1.
yeah. So you're gonna roll twice and take the lower one.
That is a 2.
Yeah, you can't do it. You got to take the bottom bunk this time.
Oh, yeah. It's Gimli on top. Top bunk, baby.
With that being said, it's the morning now.
Oh, egg dice roll.
Sure.
93.
93. Is anyone else awake?
Schmidt probably rolls out of bed a little later. He's
Okay.
probably feeling a little down on himself too.
Gimli, you observe the egg. It's wiggling.
Oh.
It's wiggling. You can hear like a little bit of like sounds coming from it. Little like chirps.
Is it time?
groans.
Finally, I've been looking forward to this.
This egg that you found in the riverbed on the route between Fort Tree and Mauville. Your coworker Alyssa told you to carve into an ancient sedimentary rock, and there you found this strange egg. And it seems like it's ready to hatch. You see a crack forming along the top. It stretches down across the middle, and with a brilliant flash of light, the egg shatters. And out pokes a little green head on a little bipedal body. A little firmly bodied dude. He's got like a little marking on his eye. Got a red belly. He looks directly at Gimli and goes, "Wah!"
I love it. I mean, I know what it is, but should I roll intelligence to see if I can identify it?
Yeah, do it.
12? Yeah.
Yeah. That is probably sufficient for Gimli to know that this is, in fact, a rock and ground type Pokemon.
Hmm.
And it is a baby. This thing is like small. It is very tiny.
Small.
I'm very glad this roll was for that, but I rolled just to see, and I got an @1, so
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Elodie's looking at this thing and is like, oh my
Like,
god. What?
That's a Pokemon?
Waking
Is
up
this like a-
so asleep.
Would this be a history check if it's a ancient Pokemon, or
I would, without context, I would give Schmidt an intelligence check with advantage.
an intelligence check with advantage? Okay,
Yes.
16 plus 2, 18.
Schmidt, as a Johto native, recognizes this as a Larvitar.
Okay.
I like totally forgot
I
Larvitar was park ground. Like,
I roll out of bed and like half like trying not to vomit in my mouth, being like, "Oh, cool Larvitar you got there."
Larvitar has features that are a little menacing. You know, it's got a horn. It's got like a chunky body and like a somewhat spiky tail. But this one is so small and so cute and so innocent. It doesn't really look all that threatening. You can fit it in your hands if you cup them together. And it is hardly a foot tall. It is kind of heavy for its size.
right.
But it is very cute and very small. And it's just staring at Gimli.
Oh. I want to pick up the little buddy.
You do that.
Oh.
He's
You're adorable.
he's like happy but also confused. Like I am alive. This is a world.
Yeah. I don't know what to do with him. What do I name him?
Yeah, what are you gonna name him?
Bean. Yeah, I like Bean.
Cindy wakes up. Bean!
We're going
Trying
Bean.
to chime in.
Hi, Bean.
Perfect. Baby boy Bean.
Baby boy Bean.
Or Triple B for short. Yeah, he's there. And he's just like kind of poking around, just like looking all over the place. He's just like
Let him
just
explore.
making like baby dinosaur noises. It's really cute. It's great. He is like level 0, if that exists. He is very weak.
He is absolute baby. Yeah.
Like this is a literal baby. It's not like a Lapras hatching out of an egg, you know. That's like this is a child. Yeah. I would not recommend battling with it like right off the bat.
No, we're vibing. He is Togepi status right now. We're just gonna carry him around.
Yeah, great.
Let him sit on my head.
Great. So the day has begun. You know, it's like 7 a.m., 8 a.m. The gang is all back together for the first time in a while. Well, what's the goal here?
So you think we gotta do something with these cupcakes?
Yeah, we should probably bring these cupcakes to their destination.
Right. To be fair, we are really low on funds too, so we could probably use it.
Yes. We are low on funds.
Yeah, plural. We, yes.
We. All of us. Yep. From the note, it says that it's on Route 110. And from what I recall, that is north?
Use your map.
South?
You silly goose. Elodie, with the genius intuition to pull out the map, that the only map that the party has that is in her possession, she pulls it out and looks and says, aha, it's to the south, Route 110.
Genius
Amazing.
intuition.
Definitely.
I
Very
would have
smart
never
person.
thought of it. Very smart person.
Does Cindy or Schmidt have any qualms with this plan to head south?
I probably just realized that there's a ton of cupcakes.
Yeah, he hasn't seen them.
It's like, holy shit, that's a lot of cupcakes.
No, wait.
I didn't think he doesn't even know what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm not going to explain.
No, you're too busy gambling. You gotta catch up, bud.
We also probably should figure out how we're going to get it there. Somebody said something about perhaps a rope and trolley situation. Maybe we should stop by the thrift store and somebody could help lend me some cash for that or something.
Oh, we look into that system, I think. Yeah.
We have Pokemon.
Do you think that they can carry almost 2,000 cupcakes?
300 pounds.
Gimli's Pokemon could.
We have done it. Yeah.
I believe
But
what was
barely,
done
not for
yesterday
long distance.
was just Gimli carried it. It wasn't the
I did.
Pokemon. Yeah.
No, it was
that-
me and Boldor carried it.
Oh, right. It's slow, but it works.
It would take a while. Yeah. That's the big thing with it.
Mm.
And we would definitely be occupied. I don't know what hazards await us on Route 110 that I'm going to be carrying this
We do.
giant
10.
monstrous cupcakes. But if we made like some kind of trolley system, I think I'd be able to hoist like Turtle and Boulder to it and then create like a wagons type of scenario.
Okay. We can look into like rope and wagon situation.
So there's a number of storefronts in Mauville City. Most of them are just starting to open their doors.
The cycle shop, probably, they have like, I don't know, tires, but
That
probably
incense place sounds crazy.
Oh yeah.
the incense place?
Yeah, we've.
You can go to the
We've been
incense
there.
place.
Yeah,
we
you were
we
there.
will
I
not.
gotta go. Go ahead. I'm not going back there.
No, Elodie, that sounds like something that'd be like right up your alley.
Remind me, have we been to Taymart yet?
Right. We should go to Taymart. They probably have something.
Or be able to talk them
And-
into a discount because of
Exactly.
Pablo.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell them about Pablo. Yeah.
There's also a cycle shop. Maybe they have something, I don't know, larger on wheels.
That's what I was thinking.
Or we
A
could get bikes.
wagon.
We could just get bikes, like a bike and a wagon. Yeah.
It sounds expensive. Maybe we stop at Taymart first, and then maybe we can go to
Let's check out the wares at Taymart, and then we'll go to the cycle shop.
All right,
Sounds
all right,
good.
all right.
The gang heads to Taymart. During their walk, they see that the sun is rising. They stand out into the open courtyard that is Champion Circle, which again is where the big old statue of Champion May is. There's a bunch of Pidgeys that are eating bread off of the ground. Someone must have left it there for them. And you make your way to Taymart. This version of the family marketplace is definitely the most modernized. All the signs on the windows and doors and on the shelving, they're all digital. They're all on screens. There seems to be a gentleman behind a counter who's just vibing, having a great time. He's looking at a little portable communication device akin to a smartphone, but probably not quite there. Maybe like a PokeNav or something. And he's got a little orange rodent friend with cute little cheeks. And it's got its little tail hooked up into the bottom of this device. Seems to be powering it or charging it or something. He doesn't seem to notice you come in, but a little bell on the door goes beep boo.
Well, I was just going to explain the whole situation to him and then just see what they recommend.
Do you have any flavor for that, or you just want to do that?
Just do that.
Okay. So this gentleman, you can see his name tag now that he stops slouching over. The little name tag, it says Tay. He says, oh, yeah, welcome to Taymart. And then he listens to what you have to say. He says, so you're telling me you got a lot of cupcakes. It's very heavy. You got to move it somewhere? You're looking for some wheels or something?
Yeah, something like that.
He says, okay, let me see what I got. And let me do a roll here. Yeah. He has some pretty decent merchandise. The store is pretty big. It's a bit of a emporium. He finds a whole bunch of rope. He finds some like bungee cords. He finds a wagon. It's a pretty good wagon. It's actually red in color. It's very nostalgic looking. However, it's the size of it it's a little too small for the cupcakes. You could put the box on top of the wagon. It would still roll, but it doesn't fit in snugly.
Well,
We have rope.
I also have
It's tied
bungee
down,
cords.
Yeah, that's true. You do.
I purchased bungee cords at the last town, so I do have bungee cords that we can strap it down.
Yeah. He pulls
And I
out.
also feel like having a wagon would just be beneficial
And
at some point, like cart or the Pokemon around.
we can price out the
True.
wagon. We have all the material to like secure it, so
If we ever run into Sam again,
drag Sam
she
around
doesn't
the
have to
wagon.
limp everywhere.
True.
How much for the wagon?
He looks at the price tag and he says, "This is going to be $150."
You know, your little Pokemon there, he's really cute. He reminds me of the little Pichu that we saved back in Lily Cove. Oh, there was a guy, Kay, you might know him. His Pichu got stolen and he was so distraught. And we saved the Pichu and he was so cute. And, you know, it reminded me.
Elodie, how much
that.
money do you have on you?
We don't need to talk about that.
$6.
As Elodie describes this story, you see a full range of emotions go across Tay's face. You see the acknowledgement that, like, oh yeah, I know who lives in Lily Cove. And Pablo, the Pichu, and then he's like, Pablo's gone, and he got so scared, his jaw dropped, his eyes begin to water, and then you tell the part of the story where you rescued Pablo and returned him to his owner, and you see Tay crying visible tears with a slight smile on his face. He wipes tears away from his eyes. He says, "Oh my goodness, no one told me. I'm so glad that Pablo's okay. You four are heroes. Heroes, I say."
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Are you trying to get something out of this guy? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay, then you're going to need to roll a
Elodie,
persuasion.
Elodie, do you have $5?
Do I have $5? Yes.
Yes. Okay. I have 145 left. We can just buy it. That
Cindy
way we're not
has
having
enough.
to put this man out any money.
You just have enough money.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was just hoping to get a discount. So we're
Yeah, I
not
just
all
want a
broke.
discount. That's all. Can I roll for persuasion for a discount?
Yeah, you can do that.
Man,
Then-
just to live his life. Okay.
It's
so
okay.
he
Don't worry
loves
about it.
Pablo. It's fine.
He loves. Yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, that is a like 24.
Okay, yeah. He's convinced. He says, for heroes like you, I would do anything, including. And then he takes the price tag and puts a Sharpie /30. Says half off.
Whoa!
Oh,
Sure
thank
this
you
isn't
so
gonna
much.
Affect your quarterly earnings.
He says 75 would be plenty, and he also gestures to the glass case that is at the counter where he works, and he says, also, we got a new shipment of these bad boys, and there are a whole bunch of Pokeballs that are multicolored. They're predominantly black, and they're white on the bottom, and then they have little strips of silver and yellow on them.
That is very cool. Unfortunately, I am low on funds, so I will have to pass. What do they do? Just, if I can. Do you know?
Oh yeah. Let me see if he does know. He isn't fully sure. He says, so these are Mauville City balls. I understand that they have certain effects on certain type of Pokemon. I'm not sure if it has to do with catching them or like if a Pokemon is in them, they have added effects. I don't know, but they're really cool looking. They look very luxurious. So who's paying for the wagon?
Well, it certainly is.
Well,
Like,
I mean,
certainly not Elodie.
Cindy interjected. I mean,
Cindy? $75 to me, please.
Yes.
Okay. Mark it on your sheet. And you, Cindy, are the proud owner of a little red wagon. What's the brand of those wagons again?
Red
Oh.
Flyer or something?
Wait, Schwinn's the
Flyer?
fight.
Right? Radio Flyer.
Radio Flyer. It is Radio Flyer.
We can come up with a better name than that, I think. Give me a second. Retcon? Retcon. It's a green wagon, and it's a Cradley Flyer.
Cradley Flyer. Okay.
Yeah,
I love it.
very cool. And it has like on the back of it, it has like little pink streamers.
Cute.
Nice.
Very, very Cindy.
Very Cindy.
You make the
I'm
sale.
assuming.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm assuming we don't have the cupcakes currently with us, because to carry them there would be ridiculous.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
We can just say that you can pick them up. It shouldn't be a problem.
So I was gonna say, like, Cindy will carry her Pokemon in the wagon until we get back to where the cupcakes are.
Excellent. Remind me who you have with you. You only have 3, right? You put Izzy away.
Solely, Jack, and Cookie.
Okay, great. Yeah. You make the transaction and immediately Cindy's like, this is so cute. I can't resist. And she puts Solly in and sends out Jack and Cookie, and they all just kind of nestle into the wagon. They've been cuddling. They're really cozy to each other. And it's great because like 2 of them are furry and 1 of them is goopy, but like they all just get along. Like it's fine.
Goopy.
You make the sale.
Quacko, it's your turn now. And then I pick up Quacko and I put Quacko in the wagon as well.
Okay. Do you think Cindy's gang is tolerant of this?
I don't know. Is
Roll
Cindy's
for
gang
it.
tolerant of this?
Yeah, we can. I was going to say we could probably roll. We could. The simplest thing would just be to have Quacko make a charisma check.
Okay. Quacko, I'm sorry. You are not very careful. My rolls are so bad tonight. That is a 4.
The 4. Yeah, there's not really enough room in the wagon for Quacko. Like there easily could be, like, but Cookie is just like all slopped out, just like taking up so much space. And Quacko's kind of getting shoved off.
I pick Quacko back up and I'll just carry him. And I'll be like, one day it'll be your time.
Tay says, thank you for the purchase. Is there anything else I may interest you in? We have lots of goods here for trainers. We have lots of articles of clothing. We have pretty much anything you could want. Let me know. I'm here.
I think I'm fine.
I think everyone else is a little broke.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit.
If that's the case, you may exit and begin your trek. Is that what we'd like to do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. You are all walking back past the champion circle. You head to the Pokemon Center and pick up those goods. And as you are leaving Mauville City, heading towards Route 110, Schmidt, give me a perception check.
No.
No.
What?
Oh. Perception. What is that?
Wisdom.
I'm like, no.
No, I'm not doing that.
That's a dirty
No.
20.
It's a dirty 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just a building that is like standing out to you. You don't like feel like you need to go there or nothing, but it's like a really elegant black building with gold trim. And at the top of it, you recognize a logo that is familiar to what you saw in Goldenrod City, your hometown, when business people came over on the bullet train from Saffron City. That logo is the logo of Silphco. And you're like, huh,
Oh,
that's a Silphco building. That's kind of cool.
I didn't realize they had those here in Hoenn.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah, it's a nice little event. So you head down towards Route 110, and you're greeted by an intersection. To your left, there's a gateway that seems to lead to a funky white bridge where there's all sorts of people doing activities on wheeled vehicles. There's people who are roller skating. There's people on bicycles. They're just doing good old physical recreation. All of them are wearing helmets because they're all very safe. And there's a few Pokemon going around too. There's a body of water. It's like a bay of some sort, or just a part of the river. And there's lots of little islands. Some of them have like little mini parks on them. And then way off to the side, there's one with like a really unfriendly looking gray metallic building. And then to your right is a grassy path that loops under this cycling road. And that is where the sign, Route 110, points down to.
Well,
I'll
Guess
take
we
the
should-
grassy path.
take the grassy path. Yeah.
Grassy path. We're all on board with grassy path.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm
Never
assuming
got a bicycle.
that the wagon is empty besides the box of cupcakes, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it only one box of cupcakes?
Yes, it's a huge box though.
Okay. Like, how huge?
It has
Because in my head, it was like cartoonishly big.
yeah, it's cartoonishly
Pretty
big.
much.
It has over 2,000 cupcakes in it, so it's
Okay.
the pallets, like the containers that the cupcakes go in, are, let's see, I want to like visualize this somehow. It's big. It's wider than it is tall, but it's still like 2 feet like tall. It's like 2 feet thick, and then it's like really wide. It's like really long. It does not fit on the wagon, but
Oh.
the wagon does pull it.
My head, it was like 6 feet tall.
Okay, it's not that big. It's probably 6 feet across. It's probably like about 6 feet wide. It's like 5 feet wide.
Okay.
It's very big. It's the biggest box of cupcakes that anyone's ever seen. It's sealed very well too. You march on down the road. Let me see who hasn't done a roll yet. Cindy, give me a roll. This is D20.
That is a 6.
You're marching down the grass, and out of nowhere, a man in a suit wearing sunglasses says, "Please step out of the way for just a moment." Do you comply?
Yeah.
Great. You can see behind him, there's a group of 3 other men in suits and sunglasses, and they're walking with great importance. And they have formed a perimeter around an object, a person, a figure, something. And they're moving very, very like proudly through the route. They're marching and they're marching. Could I get a perception check from Gimli, who's pulling the wagon?
16. Oh, I'm sorry, 18.
As you are the one with the wagon, you notice a set of eyes on you or from your direction. And that set of eyes is coming from a creature, a bipedal creature that is in the middle of all these men. The eyes are big and green, and you can tell that it has detected something. You simply let them pass.
I want to stop them. But I'm like,
Does anyone have any Pokemon out too?
Quacko is out.
Okay.
I mean,
Cabbage is out.
I'm carrying
out.
Bean, and I have Boldor.
Give me a charisma check from Cabbage.
16.
Cabbage
Yes.
had a good night's sleep, and Cabbage is laying off a really nice aroma. Very, very pleasant, very appetizing. When this man in the suit and sunglasses pushed you to the side to make room for this party with this creature and these 3 other people, he left an opening in the perimeter, and the creature in the middle jumps out towards Cabbage. It has a
Oh,
beak.
no.
It is a gape, and it wants to swallow Cabbage. It's a blue bird with big green eyes. And
Oh,
the people walking around the bird say, "No, Mr. President, don't do that."
Oh my god.
And this blue bird is attempting to eat Cabbage. You may make checks, or you may roll initiative to fight it.
What do you want to do?
I'm sorry, I'm dying. Hold on.
Mr. President?
Mr. President.
The first check
that you?
To be this.
The first check I will need is a dexterity check from Cabbage.
Yeah, I will.
While that's going on, since Schmidt is like business savvy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll like a history to see if I know any companies that have a Cramran as the president?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, I'm not shocked that it happened at some point, but I'm really shocked that it's just a casually on Route 110, Mr. President's here. No, Mr. President.
15.
15. Yeah, you know that there's like some organization, you can't recall the name right now, but there's an organization in the food industry that runs all of their decisions through a waterfowl.
Cabbage got a 19, by the way.
Okay.
That.
Cabbage narrowly dodges out of the gape of this crane rat who goes whap whap, and just Cabbage smells so good. Cabbage has got to eat it, and the guards are like, "No, Mr. President, get back!" And they're like reaching for him, but he's just so frantic they just can't do it.
Just can't.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Mr. President, no.
It is apparent that this crane rat has a little like tie on.
I thought he'd be full on like suit.
No, he's not wearing a suit. He's supposed to fly around, but yeah.
Is this like a bow tie or like a tie?
It's a tie.
He's a business
So it's
cram.
Flapping around in the okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. The guard who like pulled you guys over was like, "Dang it, this is exactly why we were assigned this outfit. Help me, boys!" And they are like trying to grab Mr. President, but they like just he's flopping away. They just can't get him, and he's just trying to eat Cabbage.
Okay, well, we can't let him eat our friend.
Can I like grab Cabbage and just kind of hold her?
Yeah, absolutely.
Close to me.
Uh-huh.
Like, don't eat Cabbage.
It's a duck battle time.
Duck battle.
Duck battle.
Great. I don't know if initiative is like really appropriate. We can just like make checks and like maybe kind of like a skill challenge. Like all of you guys can like do one thing to see if you can stop this crime rant, basically.
Quacko fly over there with his leak in both his like feet, claws, and then like trying to like get in between Cabbage and the crane rat and then push him back with the leak.
Okay, sure.
Like maybe like in his mouth, like he tries to take a bite, then Quacko like swoops in there and puts the leak in his mouth and is like trying to push him back.
Okay. Yeah, that's gonna need a dexterity check for that.
Well, good thing Quacko is a dexterity monster. And I got a crit.
Okay. I was very worried because if you did poorly, your leak was gonna go away. So I'm glad you did that. With the crit, it's Quacko realizes, oh, this is like Waterbird versus Waterbird. Like, here we go. And jumps up and puts his body between Cramorant and Cabbage. Mr. President looks startled, goes blap blap, and is shocked that such a common folk would dare to get in the needs of Mr. President. He still evades the grasp of the bodyguards, so there's a few more actions you got to take.
Did we tie down the what's it called, the cupcakes, or are they just vibing in the wagon like on top?
I was under the assumption that we were going to tie them down, so
Sully's gonna roar.
Okay, that's fair. I was like, I still have rope, but I'm like, I guess I can't use that right now.
Sully's gonna roar.
Roar is a charisma save from me, correct? I have to make a wisdom save, and the DC is 12.
Wisdom save. Yes.
And I get 11. So, Mr. President gets startled. This Cramorant is frightened and is forced to only move away from Sully. Who
is going to position herself right in front of Cabbage.
Okay, fair. Mr. President is terrified, but is also hungry, so he's at a kind of a dilemma, and he's just flying in circles, going blap, 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 just above you guys. And as it is a skill challenge, and there have been 2 successful attempts at repelling Cramorant, I will just need one more successful check, and perhaps the guards will be able to finally grab Mr. President, bring him to safety.
Could throw sand at him. Try to blind him.
Are you gonna
the best thing I can think of?
Attack?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to get a sand attack on him.
Dexterity save from me.
Con
save. Cramorant passes. Cramorant gets a 17.
Oh, dang.
Sand gets flung up in the air, but Cramorant is just flapping so vigorously. Doesn't matter. going a little crazy. I'm gonna roll for the guards this time. Dex check, and they get a 4. So they have not caught Cramorant, and Cramorant is still very, very frightened. Actually, Cramorant's gonna make a roll at disadvantage to try and nom Cabbage. Here we go. He rolled a 2, so he's not gonna work. He goes in to get a taste of that delicious, scrumptious, floaty milk, and applies his beak, opens it up wide, and then he gets so scared of Sully he has to turn around. It's too much. It's too much for Mr. President.
Does Cabbage's espionage kit have a laser pointer?
Yes, it does.
Oh man.
I'm gonna pull out a laser pointer and try and distract Cramorant with it. Do you think? I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
Who's doing it?
Me. Elodie is doing it.
Okay. And what is Elodie trying to do with it?
To get Cramorant away from Cabbage, first of all, and second of all, more towards like the guards.
Okay, excellent. So where are you pointing it?
Like at the ground.
Okay.
Where starting like sort of by myself where Cabbage is, because I assume that's where Cramorant is trying. So like that's where its like attention would be.
Okay.
And then like moving towards the like guys in the suits.
Okay. Yeah, great. Give me a dex check.
7.
Okay, let me make an opposition to that with wisdom. Okay, not 19. Yeah. Elodie pulls out the laser pointer to like, look, I got it, and points it at the ground, and Cramorant just doesn't notice. The laser pointer doesn't smell like anything, so why would Cramorant care? Cramorant wants to eat.
True.
Gonna make another check for the guards real quick. Hopefully they can do it this time. They can't. This Cramorant's on a rampage. Cramorant is going to take this opportunity to attempt to eat Cabbage again. At disadvantage, 17 and 3. You're so lucky. Okay.
Let's go disadvantage.
What's Schmidt's plan?
Just to try, like, I don't know, get Quacko on the other side of Cramorant, between Cramorant and the guards. Try to, like, pincer maneuver. Maybe, like, slow down Cramorant just to where, like, the guards can grab him.
Okay, give it a shot. Probably just dex that.
12.
12? Is that natural or is that with your modifiers?
That's with my modifiers.
Okay. Gonna give the guards another chance with advantage. Try and catch this unstoppable Cramorant. Their first roll's a 1. The second roll's a crit. Okay, great.
Wow.
So you really just ran the gambit.
Yeah, that was the whole range there. Quacko jumps up in the sky and decides this is enough and goes to like stop Cramorant or like smack it or like push it in the direction of the guards and doesn't quite connect. But it does alter the course of Cramorant's flight pattern for one of his bodyguards to grab him. He says, "It's okay, Mr. President, I got you." And Cramorant is just struggling in his arms, beak reaching out towards Cabbage, going quack, quack, quack. And the guy who pulled you aside said, "I'm so sorry. This is exactly why we have to protect Mr. President at all times. He's a little uncontrollable. So I do sincerely apologize. We'll be on our way." And you have nothing else to say or do to this band of 4 men in suits and a hungry Cramorant named Mr. President. Then you are welcome to continue on the route.
Also, maybe like have Quacko position himself in between Cramorant and the cupcakes.
Okay, sure.
So he doesn't try to sneak away and do something.
I'll Bodor do the same. It's like, oh.
Okay, you guys take
wary.
the caboose. As the group walks off, you can hear the fading sound of Cramorant going whack, 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 just really desperately trying to escape the arms of his captors, but just cannot. You wonder how such a instinct-driven creature can be the leader of some sort of food distribution company. Like, it's kind of insane, but that is indeed Mr. President. You make your way down the route with no other problems. Nothing else was strange. There are patches of grass if you wish to like meet a new friend, but if not, you're welcome to just continue on down to the end of Route 111.
I am all for keeping moving.
I don't know. Are there any flying type friends?
There could be. You have to roll on the encounter table and see what you get.
Okay. Am I making any kind of specific?
No, it's
just like a raw D20.
It's a raw D20. I have a graph, not really a graph.
Okay.
I have like a thing that will.
I rolled a 14.
A 14. Hold on 1 second. not really making any sort of commotion. But as you're walking around, you see a little bush, and just plopped right on top of the bush is a funny looking Pokemon. He's got exaggeratedly long limbs. He's whitish brown in color. He has a really tired face, and he looks directly at Schmidt and just waves one of his hands really slow as you walk by.
I wave back.
You wave back?
I'm just like, hey.
This little whitish brown dude on top of this bush turns his head towards you. His neck has like a super huge swivel. You can turn it super far, apparently. And as you walk past him, he just lets out a huge grin. Just like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a vibe.
I'll throw some finger snaps at him as we're walking away.
Ooh, give me a charisma check.
Oh no, I didn't realize I had to check for finger snaps.
It could be really good.
14.
14?
Yeah.
Schmidt does a little papa. And Slakoth really slowly just drops his jaw wide open. His eyes go big. And he's just like gives you a slothy thumbs up. Not a bird,
Something.
but definitely an interesting
Cool.
encounter for a route. Anything else you want to
Cool. Nah.
do? Okay, great. With
Good
those
vibe.
with those two very dramatically different energy encounters, you make it towards the southern part of Route 110. If you continued further down south, you can see the shore. You see the ocean. There's a few more tallish buildings, not nearly as tall as Mauville, but you can tell that there's a city down here. If you continue going straight, you can see a little nature kind of route. There's a lot of people just hanging out, doing their thing. There's a forest, and then there's a river. And then to your right, you see a very, very interesting house. Its outside exterior is kind of like ramshackly. It's not that impressive looking. It's like the roof is askew. The windows are like kind of half broken and dark. And then there is in contradiction to this description, there's a beautiful ornate door. It is like a velvety purple color, and it has gold on the edges. However, it's not a regularly shaped door. It is a perfect circle. There is a doorknob that is gold on it. It seems like this is the address that Elodie was given to drop off this package.
Well, it looks like this is the house, so we should probably stop by and knock on the door.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, who's knocking?
I'll knock.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Elodie,
Yeah, it is technically your job.
Elodie knocks on the door, and there's a little click, and you hear a voice on the inside say, "Oh, come in."
Okay. I have your cupcakes. Do you want me to do anything? You just bring them in?
The voice says, "Oh, yes, my cupcakes. Please bring them in immediately. Oh." And the door like slowly swings open. Do you enter?
Yeah,
Might as well.
I guess.
Okay, I'll enter.
Okay. Yeah, this large purple and gold door swivels on its side. And you enter a home that seems pretty normal. There's not really anything crazy going on. There's like some cabinets or some cupboards in the back left and right corners. On the left and right corners closest to you, there's some nice flowering plants in pots. And in the middle of the room, there's a table with 4 seats. It's surprisingly a really, really small room compared to the exterior of this house. It's quite strange. And as you enter, there's no one inside.
Hello? Where do you want me to put the cupcakes?
Do we need someone to sign off on this for the delivery?
I'm assuming.
We should
let me check
probably
the
look
note.
around.
The note seems to suggest that
No
for
one-
the policy for Elodie's company is that for a delivery of this magnitude, you definitely need to like get it handed off in person for sure.
Hello.
Okay.
We do need a signature for these cupcakes. Are you here?
There's no one in the room, huh?
As Schmidt shouts, the door behind you closes. And
Sick.
Oh.
you get the feeling that you're being watched.
Being watched. Yeah.
Is there like a sparkle on like inside a cabinet or under a table that we notice?
Yeah, you're welcome to roll a perception.
This and this one.
Yeah, I'm rolling perception too.
8.
8, okay.
Big 8.
Yeah, my perception was 9. So
Okay.
Heck.
Let me roll. 3.
Okay, Cindy.
Pop off.
Wisdom +1, 12.
Okay, you can't tell exactly where, but Cindy is able to detect a little glimmer of light in the center of this room.
Like, oh, that's weird. Let's check it out.
Okay.
Let's start on the table.
You look under the table.
Yeah.
There's nothing under the table.
The cushions?
Which cushion?
Well, there's 4 of us. Y'all want to check each cushion?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. You all lift up the cushions from each table, or from each chair. You all lift up the cushions from the chairs, and as Schmidt pulls the cushion up from his chair, a very tall, very springy Jack-in-the-Box springs up. It's gray.
Fuck you.
It's gray in color. The Jack-in-the-Box is portraying a figure who has like an ashy black gray skin tone, and they have pink hair and they have giant gold earrings, and there's a loud cackle coming from all directions in the room. And then it begins to speak. It says, "Ah, ha, 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 ha. Come one, come all, come variety of all creatures, to my perplexing hall of eccentric features. Remove all your fear. There's only fun found here. Confirm your whereabouts. That's right. It's the Trick House. Deep inside, I am waiting for the sweets that you provide. Before you can find me, a secret I must confide. A powerful treasure is within my possession, one that will aid in your journey's progression. Some tricks are tame and some may be lethal. The solutions required are not for ordinary people. Rest assured you won't die if you fall into my traps. That is, unless all of you collapse. So give it a shot. Decode all my games. The reward I can grant you will make you proclaim, I'm so glad we did this. We found fortunes in glee. It may cost you your life, but you got that for free." And the room goes dark.
Sick.
Fuck you.
Psychopath.
We just want a signature.
Do you want cupcakes or not?
What is this?
Okay, who's good at forgery? Who's forging the signature?
Yeah.
The lights go back on. And you're in the same exact room you were in before. But as you turn around, there is no door. There's a giant clock. And there's a note on the center of the table.
I am gonna pick up the note and read it.
Okay. The note says this. You can find me on a face. Frequently, I'm in a vase. I'd be precise to a calculator, yet to one of you, I'd be much greater.
Okay, I'm thinking clock face, but the vase part threw me off then. What else do you put in a vase beside like flowers?
Water for the flowers.
Water for them.
Can I get a dexterity check from Gimli?
Sure.
Gimli, the graceful ballerina.
14.
14. Yeah, that's pretty good. As like, so you're all looking at this like puzzle, like you're reading this message, you're trying to figure it out. Gimli steps forward and he notices that one of the tiles in the room like depresses a little bit. He goes, okay, chink.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's not good at all. Nobody move.
You can find me on a face. Frequently, I'm in a vase.
Could Boulder with tremor sense tell which tiles are loose tiles?
Sure. Give me.
I'm just.
No, that's a good idea. If you'd like to
Good
try
idea.
that, Gimli, you can roll like let's say a nature check.
Just got 20s. 18.
18. You guys seen Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
When like Toph like does her like kind of tremor sense thing, and like
Right.
the screen turns like black and there's just outlines. That's like how she senses stuff. That's exactly what Trevor sees. Trevor just sees like a seismic interpretation of the room and notices that it's not just that one tile that's loose, but like most of the objects in the room are able to be depressed a little bit. Their most surfaces are basically buttons.
So I'm guessing we have to press the button of whatever the answer to the puzzle is.
What if we press all of them at the same time?
Uh-oh.
Let's not do that.
That sounds
Yeah,
like
I
a
feel
bad
like
idea.
that
How many buttons were there again?
Trapped.
There's a lot. There's like at least 30. Just like most of the objects are buttons.
Are they labeled in any particular way?
Nope, they're just household objects, but the door you came in is now a giant clock the size of the wall.
Cool.
Are there numbers on the clock, or
Yep.
is it just like clock hands?
There are
Yeah, there's like 12 numbers on the clock.
Yeah, there are 12 numbers on the clock. And
It's actually more than that if you consider the ones and zeros as separate numbers for 10, 11, and 12.
And there's normally like a dozen roses in a vase.
Dozen. Yeah, 12.
Yeah. And then we also have like a baker with us. So isn't a baker's dozen?
Oh my god, you're so smart.
Yeah. Do you guys you press the 12?
Yes.
Okay. Elodie places her hand. Oh, it's pretty close to the ceiling. She has to like stand on her tiptoes to hit it. And it pushes in and it goes clink. And the clock that used to be a door opens to the outside, but it doesn't open to the outside. It opens to another room.
Let's go.
Well, I guess we'll go to the next room.
You sure
we're beyond the point of just leaving now, right?
Well,
we
yeah,
can't. There's no door.
The door that you came through is no longer goes outside.
Yeah, we're pinned here. We just got to get this signature.
I just want
it's keeping me going forward.
money.
The room
destroying walls or something.
The room that you're in is a small and simple room consisting of only one door on the opposite end. It seems like the decoration in here is kind of circusy, like there's stripes and they're like yellow and purple. That seems to be the theme of this house is yellow, like goldish yellow and purple. Coincidentally enough, a contraption that has like a metal cramorant at the top that is hosted on a pole and its mouth is open like in this pole. And then there's a little pressure plate in front of it. And then there's like a place that is designated for someone to stand.
I was going to tremor sense again. I got a 15.
Okay.
The fuck is with this bird?
You do the tremor sense and it looks like this pole has like a little loose rock in it. It's like a little golden stone. And if you apply pressure to the pressure plate, it'll shoot up like into Cramorant's mouth.
Cindy says, "Good day, Mr. President," to the very clearly metal Cramorant.
Yeah, there's no response.
Okay.
But it is a funny coincidence.
Well, I does someone want to try standing on it?
Gimli will do it.
Cool. You don't have to roll a check. You stand on the plate and the little gold ball that's in the pipe kind of goes up for a second and then it falls back down to the ground.
Okay. I'm going to jump on. Yeah, I'm going to run and jump onto the switch now.
Okay.
So I back up off of it.
Sure.
Do a run and jump and land.
Yeah.
Put a lot of force into it.
Make a strength check.
That is a 16.
Okay. Yeah. That will be sufficient. This little gold ball goes bloop, and it goes into Cramorant's mouth, and you hear like a robotic whack whack, and then the door at the far end of the room opens up. Do you enter?
Yep.
Who's pulling the wagon? Is Gimli still on wagon duty?
I will go back and pull the wagon. Yes.
Okay. As
Cindy pretends she's on wagon duty, but like when he was doing the jumping thing, she was just holding it like she's in charge of the wagon, but she can't budge it.
Yeah.
Okay. As you enter the next room, you can hear it before you can see it. There is pounding techno music. As you enter
my kind of place.
The
boots
room
and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats.
The room is kind of dark, and there are purple and yellow tiles that are like flashing. They're illuminating on the ground, and all throughout the room there are like little Pokemon. They're dancing. There's like a Zigzagoon that's like moving around. There's a Vigoroth that's like slinging its arms up and down like really happily. There's like 4 or 5 Pokemon in here that's just grooving. There's a Swalot in the corner that's just kind of spinning. And there's a door on the other end of the room.
Tremor sense got an 11.
Not all the tiles in this room are the same, but you just can't really tell.
Right.
Does DDR exist in the Pokemon world?
Are you? Yeah, perhaps. What are you asking?
I gotta roll for
Variation of
it.
Well, I don't know if you need to roll for it because I don't know what you're looking for.
DDR.
Well, you said the tiles on the floor are flashing, right?
Yeah, they're alternating purple and gold, and there's some black ones too. And this is
okay.
Like, this pounding techno music, and everyone's just grooving. You're on like a little platform before you actually step on the colored tiles.
I'm going to send out Jessica.
Okay.
And just start dancing. We haven't actually like stepped on any of these tiles or anything yet, right?
No.
Like we're still like in the doorway. Yeah, we'll just like kind of dance and like kind of like me and Jessica are like going out together.
Okay.
And we're just kind of like dancing, like kind of moving forward a little bit.
Cool. Give me charisma checks for both of you. Give an advantage for Jessica.
Schmidt got an 11. Jessica got a 9.
Okay. A 9 with advantage?
Yeah, it was 8 and +1 to charisma, and the other roll was a 6.
Okay. As you step out into the room, you two are just kind of grooving. You're grooving on the dance floor. Schmidt's doing a good job. He's swinging back and forth. The Swalot is spinning and goes, whoa, when it sees Schmidt dancing. It seems very excited. It tries to clap its hands, but it's very far apart on its body, so it can't quite do that. Jessica is like a little nervous, and she like stumbles a little bit, and she trips onto a tile that like doesn't seem like it was ready for her. Nothing bad happens to her, but she's a little startled.
Jessica.
She might have to give it another try.
Jessica, the show must go on. 13?
13 is sufficient. 13 is all right. With a little bit of encouragement, Jessica the Oricorio hits the floor yet again, and Schmidt and Oricorio are grooving and moving. And Vigoroth and Swalot and Zigzagoon turn their attention, and they're all so overjoyed. They cheer, they clap, and that is where we'll call the session for now, in the middle of the trick house. Thank you all for listening to yet another session of Dunsparce Drampa. We'd love it if you left a like on the recording or the video and followed to stay notified for when the next session releases. We'd like to extend our gratitude to all of our Patreon patrons so far. Thanks to them, we are over halfway to covering the annual RSS hosting fee, and after that goal is met, we'll be setting new ones in order to upgrade our recording equipment and begin the production of official Dunsparce and Drampa merchandise. Does that sound like something you'd like to support? Why not join our Patreon? You gain access to patron-exclusive recordings and artwork, and you can help us keep the show running. You can find our links on the Linktree page or visit directly at patreon.com/Dunsparce. See y'all next week.
I haven't got to ask you about Canada yet.
Yeah, it was.
Enjoy your time? Did you try poutine?
I did. It was.
How was it?
I was expecting something transcendent, like something greater than the sum of its parts, and it just tasted like the sum of its parts. You know what I'm saying? It was good, but I didn't like ascend into heaven like I was expecting.
Did you?
Then you didn't
try
get the right
poutine these nuts in your mouth?
All right.
Yeah, I think that's where you messed up.
Schmidt.
You just didn't get the right poutine.
Schmidt
That was the problem.
Is dead canonically, so
Not weird.
you'll use this campaign session to make a new character.